Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles, the People's Show, where we're checking the pulse of Husker Nation, brought to you by XCancer. Check them out at xcancer.com. It's different behind me because I was literally laying down to take a Sunday afternoon nap, maybe watch a little NFL football, and my phone blew up with texts that defensive coordinator Erik Chinander had been fired and let go. Unfortunately, Sunday has become Axe Day here in Husker Nation. But Mickey Joseph has let Erik Chinander go. I mean, Mickey's been given full power as head coach, so he's doing everything he possibly can to try to turn this Husker football program and season around to begin with. It's going into a bye week as well, so they have 2 weeks to adjust, prepare, get ready for their next opponent on the schedule. A couple things about Erik Chinander, just on a personal level. I like the guy. He's a class act. He is a good dude. He's good people. I always sought him out to talk to him anytime I went there. And he always tended to seek me out to talk to me, said hi to the fam, and I always appreciated that. Now, college football is a business. Clearly, the defense has not been playing well. I think that's a kind understatement. And unfortunately, the business of college football being what it is, he was let go today. Just some of the stats, I mean, they're not great. That stood out to me from the season so far. And I only looked, we're 0-3 against Division I teams, by the way, this year. I don't know if anybody else has unfortunately realized that. I hate the fact that D1 or Power 5 teams play FCS schools. I know it's an awesome experience for the FCS kids and they get paid money and all this and that, but I'm only looking at the 3 Division I opponents that we played when it comes to these stats, because that's just how I view things and that's how I think college football should be. So against those 3 opponents, we're giving up an average of 583 total yards per game, 247 rush yards per game, which equates to 5.61 yards per carry. And in those 3 games versus those Division I opponents, we only have 2 sacks. We're not getting pressure on the quarterback. We're not stopping the run. That's less than a sack a game, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Bill Bush, who was a defensive analyst a couple years ago, brought in, his title was changed to run the special teams, be the special teams coordinator. He's now going to be the defensive coordinator for the remainder of this season. It's unclear how the special teams is going to be handled at this point. Again, the news just broke for the remainder of the season. Now, when it comes to Bill, and he's a Nebraska native. He's from Pender, Nebraska. He was a safeties coach while I was at the University of Nebraska, so I got to know Bill fairly well. In fact, 3 seasons ago, when he was a defensive analyst, him and I chatted on the sidelines of a game, and he talked about how he'd love to be a position coach or a coordinator at some point in the future, and obviously under much different circumstances would have been more ideal. I think he would agree with that as well, but he does have a proven track record from recruiting to top draft picks to Heisman Trophy winners, number 1 overall picks, and things of that nature. Also being a good coach when it comes to defense just in general. He has a proven track record as a coach, a defensive coach, special teams coach, and recruiter as well. So hopefully he can get things turned around to some degree. You know, it's not going to happen overnight. In fact, that's a question I'd like to ask you fine folks. Do you think he can get it turned around? We've got a bye week. We've actually got 2 bye weeks the remainder of this season. Do you think he can get it turned around at all this season? And if you do you think it takes a month? Does it take 6 weeks? Like, comment below and let me know. Also, like this video if you're interested, curious, I don't know, optimistic to see if Bill can get it turned around or not. He's got a daunting task, just like Mickey has a daunting task. Okay. And give this video a like if you want me to do a show specifically on Bill Bush as well. All right, tune into Carriker Live tonight on my Facebook page. This is Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Time on my Facebook page. Go into this much more and a few other things in depth. Go big, red nose, remember, throw the bones. This show is brought to you by XCancer. Join the fight at XCancerStore.com and support your loved ones, your neighbors, and cancer fighters all over the world and help them gain access to revolutionary treatments. XCancerStore.com has a wide variety of t-shirts and merchandise supporting a wide variety of cancer battles so you can show off the colors that matter. Proceeds from each purchase not only help those at home, but also cancer fighters in Tanzania, Africa. Check them out at XCancerStore.com.